Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. I am so excited to get into it this evening. I had a lot of help from people to help with some games that didn't work so well. It's September 1982. We were last on the Commodore 64, but first I'm going to go back, way back, to Paradise Threat for the Atari home computer. We didn't get very far because there's no walkthrough online, but we did get a little bit of help. Thanks to T. Cook for giving me some tips or how we can play a little bit at the beginning or get a little further than we did last time on the live stream. Let's dive right in. All right, we're rising above the graveyard on a still moonlit night. If you were here for the evening, we did Paradise Threat. This is essentially going to be the same thing. We're going to die, float higher and higher, and our long dead friends lead us. Ooh, magical. We float rapidly down a long, bright tunnel, and you catch a glimpse of paradise before entering a tunnel. And now we are here, where we got stuck. So a gentleman is lit with a cigar is leading you by the arm as you float through the air. So, look, gentlemen, it's Winston Churchill. Oh my gosh, we actually made progress, or at least a little bit of progress. And then let's talk Churchill. I think I spelled it wrong. Oh, it worked. 2 H's doesn't count, though. He says we must hurry. Only you can help us. So let's do it again. Talk Churchill. You're in a golden conference room with an amazing group of people. Oh, yeah? Who's here? I see nothing special. Look. People. It's Churchill, Gandhi, Thomas Jefferson, Albert Einstein, Martin Luther, the Kennedy brothers, and Groucho Marx. They're all here. Because apparently we're halfway between heaven, or maybe we are in heaven. Great idea, Victor. All right, so then after we do that, let's go ahead and talk Churchill again. Does he say the same thing? He says, Abe will be here shortly. We'll wait for him. Okay, so can I wait? I don't understand. You don't understand wait? It just said we can wait for it. All right, so here we go. Let's go. Look. Groucho. He winks at you. Look, Jefferson. Appears ordinary, nothing special. Okay, talk Jefferson. Maybe you got to say, no, I got to spell it right. Oh, Churchill says, okay, talk Groucho then. Abe Lincoln enters and smiles. So can we look again? Abe says, please just listen. I'll explain everything. Okay, so now let's listen. Since you confessed and won Satan's release, you have finally arrived in heaven. Welcome. So if you didn't tune in previously on Lucifer's Realm, the first game of this series, if you want to call it a series, you successfully thwarted Adolf Hitler in hell from overcoming, but then Satan kicked him out of hell, and now you've confessed and Satan's been released, and now we're in heaven. So we made it to heaven. It took us an entire game, and now we finally made it to this one. All right, let's listen some more. We have a serious problem here, and only you can help. I'm listening. When Satan took the magic crown from you, he drove the rebel army out of the depths of hell. Man, this is awesome. Yeah, keep them coming, Victor. The rebels have used the magic power of the Dicula statue to invade the sanctity of heaven. Wow, I can't make this up, people. Let's keep going. Listen some more. Since you helped restore that statue in order to escape from hell, only you can destroy it. Okay, so we got to go get that statue and destroy it. Lincoln takes your arm and leads you through a door. Okay. And Abe says, take these things, and gives you some things. What do we have now? Oh, he gives us the gold ring, the helmet, the scepter, and the sword. He says you must find the statue and destroy it, or thousands of souls will be lost. Epic. Can we eat Lincoln? Nope. Just keeps talking. He says, here we are. This is as far as I can take you. When the statue is gone, only then can we rescue you. So now we're on our own, like in most adventure games where the hero has to do it all. That's what we're going to do here. So are we out of here? Is that it? Whoa. I think I just summoned a few dogs. You hear Abe's voice faintly say, listen for me. Oh, I want to listen to Abe. Listen You hear nothing intelligible. Okay, so where are we now? We're in a placid, peaceful meadow. To the north is a wide river. Okay, so now we've gotten into the meat of the game. We finally got through the opening. We just had to know exactly what to type. You had to type in "look gentleman," and then from "look gentleman," you had to say "talk Churchill," and then follow a series of talking and listening to make it to this point. And now we're actually playing the meat of Paradise Threat. We're finally in. So it already is intriguing, very similar to the other title, Lucifer's Realm. So that's what we should have done. That's a great idea, Victor. So I'll leave it there, but big shout out to Tim T. Cook for helping us with that. So Paradise Threat, I'm going to rate it a little bit higher. Of all the games you could be playing, yeah, it's pretty cool. 3.5 stars, but you'd be stuck like we were originally. I would have said four stars if it was not expecting one specific thing in the beginning. It's very cryptic, but hey, it's 1982. That's what you get with some adventure games. All right, but that's not all. We also have another one.
Why Atari? Are you kidding? Atari has...
Let's play Raiders. Another one we didn't get very far in. It's a text adventure game that has no walkthroughs, no help whatsoever. But thanks to Curtis Boyle, he jumped in and got us all the prompts for playing the game. So let's try it out. First, we got to go into File, switch this cassette over on the other side. And this is machine language, so go and fast forward. Really fast forward. We're not going to wait for this cassette to load. Go, Raiders, go. Yes, there it is. It is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Blatantly ripping it off. That's awesome. So we're in this study like we were before. Let's go ahead and go south. We're in the living room with a fireplace, ancient artifacts clutter the room. Head south again. We get the street outside the professor's house. So here we are. Now we're here in the taxi cab. Okay, so go taxi. There we go. Now we're inside the taxi cab. All right, so here's where the part where you didn't know how to hail the taxi. Now, I've used every single command that we got from help from Curtis, but I still haven't figured out whatsoever how to hail or use the taxi cab. I've tried every single command, even the ones that don't have a description or what they mean, but none of them worked. So I still am at a loss, but the reason I booted the game up is because if you say help, which we didn't try. A lot of text adventure games have a help feature. Here you go. This is what happens when you try help in Raiders on the Dragon 32. I agree. You need help. And we're like, come on, give us something. Help, please. And if you do it again, it says, I'm the one who needs help, not you. And that's pretty much all I wanted to show. That's it. That's it for Raiders. Even though the game, so I'm going to keep it down in the same rating, 1.5 stars. Even if you're wanting help, other text adventure games provide sometimes a clue or a little help with showing you the list of commands. No, not in Raiders. So because of that, I'm saying it's a bad game. Of all the games you can play on a home computer, oh man. All right, so we're now where we left off on the Commodore 64. Let's see what our next title is. We're going to the arcade to play Rescue. Rescue is so cool. Starting with the advertisement flyer, Stern to the rescue. Doesn't really show you too much, but the whole thing is the newest victory in the video field. Stern Electronics. Did they show anything about the technology behind it? Because this one's interesting. This one's pretty cool. Flip it over in the back. You can see here, paratroopers are sighted falling into dangerous waters. Attack helicopters hover above, while enemy subs, ships, and sharks threaten below. Help arrives. A rescue chopper slips into enemy territory to save the specified number of men. A chopper saving people. We've heard of that before. As mission begins, the pilot maneuvers his craft over the first paratrooper. Ladder drops down and man climbs to safety. So this is another rescue game where you're going around rescuing people, very similar to Choplifter, but it's a little bit different. Enemy helicopters shoot the rescue chopper and they have to be shot down before the rescue craft. Sharks circle around, and then the real challenge is when the pilot controls movement. The left joystick is the direction of your helicopter, but then the right joystick is your shot. So cool. It says it's factory equipped with standard earphone jack. Stern saves the Prophet Day. This means there's a earphone jack in the arcade cabinet. I gotta see that. That's pretty cool. There's an example of the arcade cabinet. Very grungy. I like it. I'm ready to go to the arcade. Welcome, everyone. Here is Rescue by Stern in the arcade. Released in September, or the beginning of September 1982. There's the terrible picture of the arcade PCB. Here's our control panel. It is twin stick. A twin stick game. Check it out. We only have one button for the bomb because it's an extra shot, but for the most part, you're going to be doing the fire button, all 8-direction movement, all 8-direction fire. At this point, this is our 15th twin stick or a video game that requires 2 joysticks to play. Oh man, looks great. And there's the arcade marquee. Classic. Get to the chopper. Time to play another chopper rescue game. So cool. So this one also has a bootleg called Apocalypse Now from Rescue. We're going to play the original, though. Going to the arcade. This is by Chris Oberth of Universal Research Laboratories. The beginning of September 1982. Such a beautiful design, right? All right, we're in. Check out the attract mode. There's our helicopter, what sharks are worth, submarines, and ships. And look at that. They even credit Chris Oberth in the arcade cabinet. Very well done, Stern. Rescue the men, take them to the island. So it's showing you a little bit how to play. I'm not playing. This is the attract mode. Is it actually going to show? Oh, yeah, no, it's just showing you the cool graphics. Take a look at that. We've seen parallax scrolling from a few titles at home on home computers, and parallax scrolling, of course, from Moon Patrol. But this is one of the best examples of line scrolling. Take a look at the background. The clouds and the water. This is one of the best we've ever seen. Very, very impressive. There's been little nuances of line scrolling in a couple of arcade games, and then Choplifter did it with very simple effect, just using little pylons on the ground. But this one is a whole nother level. Yes, it's amazing. All right, let's go in. Got our coin in. First mission, rescue 2 men. So I'm just going to fly around first. I'm not even going to rescue anybody, but just to show you what it's like. The chopper moves in all 8 directions. Feels really good, especially with the feel of the background moving with us. And then when I want to shoot, I got the other joystick to shoot 8 different directions. And there it is, my bomb. So you have a bomb that'll drop down, but then you also have the 8-way shot. So cool. Can we shoot our guys down here? Okay, good. So friendly fire means I can't shoot anybody down there, but oh, you gotta be careful. If you run into any of the other planes or helicopters going down, then you're gonna go down too. So play control feels really, really nice. It doesn't feel super overpowered, but you do feel a little bit stronger than something like Choplifter. But we haven't seen that in the arcade. It's only been at home on the Apple II. Oh yeah, watch when you shoot them down, they're gonna come down and smack into you. I'm just messing around first, getting used to the controls to show you what it's like. But the big thing here is the way that this is drawn. So amazing, I love it. I know, it's like wearing 3D glasses. After everything we played in the arcade, this feels like it's another level again. In a way, it feels like I'm playing, when I played Zaxxon, it felt like it was something from the future. Alright, so, oh, didn't rescue him all the way. Rescue him under fire, very nice. Let's go find our other guy, there he is. And notice when the screen scrolls, let's go pick him up. Get him, get him, get him. And then they both are dead. Game over, we only rigged private. And we can put our initials in, yes. Right stick to select. Oh, it works great. Yeah, to put your initial in. Just use the 2 sticks. Nice. And look, Chris Oberth's #1. Too cool. Just got to get over 10,400 points. All right, let's go in again. Quarter in, and let's do it. So cool. The other thing, too, is take a look at the colors. How are they doing this in our arcade cabinet right now? All right, we got this guy. Come on, quick, get on the ladder. Get to the chopper. And then we get a landing. Nice. Good luck in mission 2. And they even had a little cutscene. You rescued no men under fire that time. Now we got to rescue 3 men. And now we do have sharks. Destroy the sharks. So 3 guys. Gonna go look for my other guys. Wow. It also feels really fast the way it scrolls. So much fun. Get in there, let's go! When I first played Choplifter on the Apple II, I thought, wow, this plays like... No, the shark got him. This plays like an arcade game, but now that I play this, no, this is the ultimate. Nope, kill the shark, quick, quick, quick. All right, there we go. Got 2. And you got to pick up all 3 for the mission before you can land on the island. Notice there's no islands around. Islands don't appear until all 3 men have been picked up. Oh, and the plane got me. That's another cool thing. You have to watch yourself as they're falling down. So still made rank of private. Great testament to an arcade game that I want to keep playing. So much fun. It feels fast. It feels good. This is also the very first time any game has been a shoot-'em-up or a scrolling shoot-'em-up, and it's a twin-stick shooter. We played plenty of twin-stick shooters or games that require 2 joysticks, but not like this. Get him. All right, let's go. Land, land, land. Very nicely done. Yeah, I'm with you, Charlie. I can play this all day. This is way too good. Oh, that's right. And don't touch your buddies on the parachute because then they just fall. Look, sorry. You just fell out of the wrong time. And then I got shot with 1 bullet. Okay, think ahead and then dodge the planes and then go for the rescue. That's it. Nice. So this is blending elements like Defender with the scrolling. It's blending Choplifter or rescuing, which you've seen in quite a bit of video games. Uh-oh, nope, nope, nope. Oh, we got a shot on me, man. There's a lot of things to be watching for when every level it's going to add something else, but you have to watch for enemy planes falling, where they're going to be, where their shots are. That really small yellow pixel. Okay, got 2. Just got to get 1 more. Where's our buddy? There he is. But they know you can shoot quite a bit, so they're not going to go easy on you. All right, got another one there. Nice. All right, quick, quick, quick. Got all 3. Oh wait, I thought that was the 3rd one. Oh man, I still have 1 more to go. Okay, land, land, land. 1 more. Yes. And good luck in mission 3. Got a nice little cutscene. Nice. Now we do a night mission. So 3 men need to be rescued. It feels so refreshing to play a shoot 'em up that allows you to shoot in 8 different directions. Well, I guess with the twin stick shooter. I touched him. Let them fall to the water first. Once you're in the water, oh, now we got the subs that are going to shoot us too. Oh man, he didn't get the ladder. I don't believe it. Can I still get him? Let's see. Subs should avoid me. Nice. I mean, look how crazy this is. Oh man, it's awesome. Okay, you can also drop the bombs down on the subs to help you out. Okay, I got 1. Very nice. Need to bomb me a shark. That'll help. There we go. Wait, the bomb didn't work. Wow. That 1 bullet of pixel. And I'm still only ranked private. Yes, it's a mixture of them both, Marshall. I couldn't agree more. I love it. Yeah, add it to your playlist. It's really, really good. All right, so of all the games we played so far, this is a big surprise. I had never heard of Rescue. It's a very simple title. Most people would just breeze right by it, but Rescue is fantastic. Of all the games we could play in arcade, this is one of the best. One of the best arcade games, mixing lots of different things, and surprising that it's coming from Stern, too. So I'm going to start actually at 4.5 stars and then go from there. Yes, Chopatron, I love it. Yeah, the graphics are top-notch. This is one of the best with gameplay, graphics. Sound, though, is minimal, but it did offer the audio jack if you wanted to as well. Manly's throwing out 4 stars. Bardo Man says 5. And, yeah, I see 4 from Kim Wilde. Very good. And Charlie saying 5. Oh, I bet Charlie's saying 5, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say of all the games you can play right now, this one is one of the best. I'm going to have to go all the way. Oh, I was trying to think of what we... No, as far as Golden Age games, there's so many others that I could play a lot too. So this one, it's a tough one. I'm still gonna say 4.5 stars. It's one of the best arcade games you could play right now. But if you think of all the other arcades we've seen, arcade games that are the golden age arcade games, Rescue's, I mean, it's not Donkey Kong, it's not Frogger, it's not one of the classics, but this right here is going to be the future of what other arcade games are going to be like. Larger playfields, more places to explore. It also didn't allow you to continue after putting a coin in, like later games. Marshall's going 4.5 stars. Obsidian Arcade says 4.2. Very nice. All right, after Rescue, what's next? Yeah, we're on the Atari VCS. Here's Riddle of the Sphinx. Let's check it out. This one is the 6th Imagic game we played here on the show. 6 games by Imagic, and they've been so good. The front of the box is all about Egypt. It still has that really nice sheen that Imagic boxes have. Flip it over on the back. We have an example of the screenshot. This has mystery and danger that accompany your journey across Egypt's Valley of the Kings. You'll encounter Flaming Phoenix, cross paths with stone-throwing thieves. It's a 1 or 2 player... Wait, what? 1 or 2 players? I think it's alternate play. Or maybe you use... I know you use 2 joysticks, but I don't know if they're talking about 2 players. Can join together to solve the riddle of the Sphinx. Maybe they're talking about you and a friend can work together, but you're really not going to be on the screen at the same time. Yeah, you use both joysticks, but you don't really play the same... We'll get into that in a sec. I know, it's so good, Marshall. All right, what other artwork do we have for Riddle of the Sphinx? We got the different boxes. We also have the ad you would have seen in magazines at the time. Gary Larson thought he had all the answers. Well, Imagic gamers are created by experts for experts. Do not try to solve the riddle of the Sphinx if your IQ is equal to or less than your belt size. After all, a brain is a terrible thing to try. It is pretty tricky. Oh, so cool. And there's the Imagic cart. We're going to pop in our Atari VCS. It has that unique look. And there it is, a little bit cleaned up one. With an example of the screenshot. We also have the manual, and man, you need the manual to play this one. I'm actually going to get my second joystick plugged in, because you need 2 joysticks to play this. These are dark times. Death's long shadow rests across the Valley of the Kings. Anubis, jackal-headed god of the dead, has cast a curse over all Pharaoh's kingdom. A plague of scorpions and hordes of thieves lie thick upon the land. O hear thine whine of despair. The cunning, reach the temple of Ra, the source of light and life. Pharaoh's heir, be wise, wily, and beware. Travel back to ancient Egypt. Pharaoh's kingdom languishes under a vile curse. Look at all this story on a home console game. So cool. His son's Egypt's heir travels across the Valley of the Kings. To lift the curse, he must reach the Temple of Ra with priceless treasures. He must solve the riddle of the Sphinx. He borders with nomad traders. Armed with a sling and rock, the son of Egypt combats marauding thieves, deadly scorpions, and trials earn him inner strength, approaching sacred monuments like pyramids, temples of Isis and Anubis. Once there, he hopes to possess the treasure that will open the temple to him, liberating Egypt of Anubis' fierce curse. These things weigh on the young prince. He reviews his purpose to lift the curse and prove himself worthy. So he has to gain inner strength, which is many points as possible, which is a cryptic way of saying it's still a score game. You want to get as many points as possible. Complete his quest as rapidly as he can, do it as fast as possible, collect all the treasure, and reach the Temple of Ra. All right, gird your loins. Console controls are all over the place. This one is the most jam-packed of all the controls on the Atari VCS so far. Insert the cartridge, put the game resets. I think there's no game select. It's just the number appears at the bottom of the screen. Oh, you can choose one of the 3 Riddle of the Sphinx games. So there's 3 games in here, and then you hit reset when you're ready to begin. The black and white color level does not affect the color of the television set. It shows you how much time has elapsed during a game. So whenever you flip that switch, it's just going to show you what time has been left and show you how much inner strength the prince has, or how many wounds you have. And if you want to slow the action down, you can use the left difficulty lever. So this uses both the black and white switch on your Atari VCS and the right difficulty and the left difficulty switch. It's using all the switches on top. But that's not all. It also is the very first console video game to use 2 joysticks or twin stick. I'm talking like you are playing and you work. You're not doing a twin stick shooter, but you have to use 2 controllers to play the game. All the controls are also on another joystick. This is the very first one. Now, we did play games that offered kind of a twin stick shooter motif on the Intellivision because they use the disc and then the overlay on the numpad to shoot and move at the same time. I'm looking at you, Night Stalker, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and then Tron Deadly Discs, but that was still on one controller. This one is using both Atari VCS joysticks. The prince appears at the bottom of the game, and you're progressed with the left joystick. So one joystick to move around, pull ahead, move at an angle, and you can only move up, so it's going to scroll to the top of the screen. You move around obstacles, dart behind them, throw rocks. You do all this with one joystick. And then, it shows you how to throw the rocks. Moving back doesn't work. You only move forward. So it's only going to scroll up. Only a foe of the son of Egypt travels with him. And this has thirst in it. The longer you go without refreshment, the greater his thirst grows. As it increases, he slows down. This is also the very first console game to have any thirst, hunger, or like survival elements. Any survival elements whatsoever. This is the very first console game to have it. And I say console because we've seen this stuff on home computers. He has to seek water or become easy prey to thieves, scorpions, and dread god Anubis. So you have to go to the oasis and drink from the oasis. And you can see the level of thirst when you push the black and white switch on your system. And then you also have wounds. If you're robbed by a thief, you get a wound. Struck by a thief, stunned by a scorpion, touched by the evil god Anubis. Yikes, you get 3 wounds for that. And if you sustain enough wounds, then you die and the game ends. But you can't heal wounds as long as you avoid enemy assaults. So this is a game that is one of the very first that is regenerative health. This is the very first console game where you're regenerating health slowly over time. So many firsts for this game. So who are they to wound, heal, barter, and sometimes betray the persistent son of Pharaoh? And then it has all the people in the game you're going to see. You're going to see thieves, scorpions, nomad traders, and also people you can meet or avoid, which is like the Isis, god of fertility. And who's this? Oh, that's us. If we please Isis, which is not always the case, a bell sounds, the prince's wounds are healed, and thirst is quenched. Thanks, Isis. But the evil god Anubis, there he is up in the top left, from the land of the dead, must be avoided or he will seriously wound the son of Egypt. So you have lots of objects, treasures, and artifacts you find in the game, and all this will be used or selected with the other joysticks. That's why you have to have 2 joysticks in. You have possessions like treasures and artifacts that show on the bottom rows of the screen, and before it can be used, a black box must cover it, so you're going to be selecting it using the other joystick. So complicated. So many things. Look how you can have. You can have a shield, a staff, a jug, the tennis leaf, the spade. All these can be used. And then, of course, the treasures, the disc of Ra, goblet, necklace, scepter. And other treasures appear too. Look at this. All those down at the bottom. Despite the setbacks, the young prince perseveres, so much to remember, so many things to do. But he is strong and growing stronger. All Egypt looks to him for relief from Anubis' curse. He must solve the riddle of the Sphinx. He must reach the temple of Ra. Before leaving his father's palace in the Nile, Pharaoh's prince received advice from the royal astrologer. Oh, and it tells us what to do. Man, so much story, too, for a home console game. This is insane. I know, and look at the manual. The manual's done very well. There's a lot of text. A lot to read because there's so much about it. I mean, look, it shows you about the pyramids, Phoenix, Temple of Isis, Anubis, the Sphinx, Temple of Ra, with the example of what it and when the game ends, when you reach the Temple of Ra, make the correct offering, and treasures are accepted, or you die because you had too many wounds. So here's the 3 different games. We got Son of Egypt tries to get to the Pharaoh's kingdom as quickly as he can, and then game 2, the journey's more difficult. Sphinx won't let the prince pass. You have to make the correct offering. And then game 3 is the supreme challenge. The son of Pharaoh must make 2 offerings, and God, so many things. And I don't think it shows it here. Yeah, it doesn't show the contest. There is a contest for this for people to finish. Whoever got to the end won some cash. So this really, really cool. Another video game with game contest. I would say this one's way more fun than Pie Mania that we played last episode. And then we also have tips too. Thanks, Imagic. And this does have other versions. PAL Regions had this, and NTSC. And there's also a hack I have, Rambo in Afghanistan by Kyle Pittman. We're going to play the original. This is Riddle of the Sphinx by Rob Fulop by Imagic in the beginning of September 1982. And I'm going to go with game mode number 1 and reset. There I am. Oh, yes. I am jacked as the Prince of Egypt. I have stones that throw to the top. And if you see the characters come at me, I can move down, but they kind of disappear. Notice they don't come after me after I move to the top. Also, notice there's no sound. Whenever we play this, it doesn't happen until you shoot something. So let's see, I can move my way there. Nice. And And then you use the black and white switch to see your hunger and thirst. There's the time it takes, or how long I played the game, and then how many points I've scored if I want to switch to that. But I can go back and forth. I'll keep it on hunger and thirst, because more wounds you have, or your number of thirst, if you need water, we need to find an oasis. And you don't throw your rocks as far, or you're not as effective. And you move slower. I don't know if you noticed. As time went on, I've slowly moved up the screen. I don't move as fast as I used to, because we need water. Water. I can only fire my rock straight ahead. There we go. We might meet a friend there. Yes, nice. Okay, so now look how fast we're scrolling after that. Can we take out Anubis? No, we just avoid him. Okay, get out of his way. And then you have the other joystick that I have plugged in. And notice that when I move that joystick, it's selecting whether I'm using the shield or not. And so any other items you find on your quest, you'll be able to select those. Okay, let's check this out over here. Nothing from that one. Barely made it through. Since when did Egypt have all this snow? We made this joke when we were playing TRS-80 color computer games. You have to imagine the white is sand. It's all sand. Uh-oh, did I miss the oasis? Oh, I'm so thirsty. There we go. Notice that it went down from 8 to 0, and then I got a couple guys here. Nice. They give me another item. I'll take that. Nice. And you have to refer to your manual to know exactly what everything is, but we're picking up more things. Let's see if... Oh, we got another one. Very good. So we got more items to select from down here, and use those on our quest, and we reached our first place to check out. Oh, and we can't go. We can't go in yet until we have the correct item. Uh-oh, I don't think. Yeah, we've already suffered from one wound, but our health regenerates. It was one wound, and now it's selected 0. All right, there's Anubis. Let's avoid him. We got good energy, but he's really fast. Notice how quick they move. In a way, it kind of feels like I'm playing a proto version of Commando, which isn't going to come out for a while, but it's moving vertically up to the top, and it's not nearly as fast. But this has a lot more to it besides those elements. That's right. You got to highlight the item before you can offer it. I'm going to avoid to the side over here. And then now let's try it. Highlight. And go. No, didn't like that one. Okay, try this one. No, not that one. Oh, we're getting thirsty. I gotta keep moving on. Oh, and now we got wounds. 2 hits. Look how slow we're moving. Oh my gosh. Maybe this guy can help us out. He gave us a spear, I think. And then if you wait, you can wait long enough and your wounds will heal, but you can't wait long enough in your thirst. Look, my thirst is at 11 now. That's why we're moving so slow. Oh, we got 2 wounds for touching him. Gosh. It did look kind of like a UFO. It is a spade. So we can dig. Very nice. So we got lots of items now. We just need an oasis. Or maybe Isis. If we offer the right one, she can... Oh, I don't think we can get past Anubis now. It's not going to look good. I'm going to move all the way to the side here. Keep going on this way. So this is a very original game. Lots of things involved besides a normal console game. It reminds me of in television, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons that we played. I didn't mean to kill you. Sorry, buddy. This is also the most complex Atari VCS game, requiring every button, every joystick to be plugged in. I mean, imagine if you bought this, but you didn't have 2 joysticks. What would you do? Oh, we got more items now. I actually want the shield on, so let's do that. Select that one. There we go. Yeah, Charlie's loving it. Oh, thanks. Jug of Water is the first one, so yeah, we can use that. Let's go for it. And go. There we go. So it's all happening. Drink from the jug of water, and now we can move a lot faster because it's like we were at an oasis. Now I'll highlight the shield and then use that. And you got to offer up at the... Oh, no, go to the side. Maybe I can pick up another jug. There we go. He got me one. And we got an Oasis here. Nice. I actually thought that Indiana Jones was the first Atari VCS game to incorporate so much. You know, the 2 joysticks in play. All right, so let's try an offering here. Oh, he doesn't like that one. How about this one? But this one is the first one, and we have not seen Indiana Jones yet. It doesn't exist. No, he doesn't do that one. Okay, let me go for this guy on the left side. Yeah, it is not a simple Atari 2600 game or Atari VCS game. I can imagine friends in the schoolyard be saying, "Did you get another video game? Let's go play it." And if you didn't have the manual, I mean, imagine explaining this to one of your friends before you go to play Atari. It would be very difficult. So cool. All right, good. We are refreshed, move a lot faster. Plus, how do you explain to someone the concept of needing to drink water, and then over time, if you don't drink water, then your character's position, how fast they move, and their stats change. It's like borderline. Okay, we offered one of our. Oh yeah, get that shield. I want that one. Give me that one. It's just a crazy concept. Uh-oh, who do we miss? Something is... Oh, is it him? I think we passed to the edge. And it's amazing to think that I'm getting injured in a video game, and it's marking my injuries because there are majority of the video games, you die in one hit. There isn't health bars. It's not a popular theme. We have seen games that have that, but this one's doing a health bar showing wounds, but then they're allowing you to heal yourself if you wait long enough. It's amazing. Oh, that's fantastic, Charlie. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It's so good. Well, we are not going to be able to solve the riddle of the Sphinx this evening. It is a lengthy experience. It's really, really fun, and that was only game 1. There's 3 game modes, very similar to Adventure by Warren Robinette on the Atari. That one didn't have different mazes or anything like that, but it just increases the difficulty, so you can select which one you want. Of all the games you can play right now on a console, this one's fantastic. It has more complexity than any of the other games we've seen so far. Steve's saying 5 stars easily. Bartoman saying 2. The only thing that would elevate this is whenever they go to a place to offer your offer something, you go into another location, kind of like going in the castle and Adventure. But yeah, Steve saying that 4.5 from Charlie. Yeah, 4.5 from Bartoman. Yeah, I liken this to compare to not nearly the level of Pitfall, which we've already seen on the Atari VCS, but Riddle of the Sphinx is still one of the best games on home console. I'm going to have to say 4.5 stars. Very well done. And you saw it here. I mean, look how many firsts it had. First 2 joysticks on a home console. First game that had Hunger and Thirst. First game that had Regenerative. I mean, like, they're just trying so many things, and while it isn't executed perfectly, it's executed well enough to be enjoyable. Awesome. All right, what's next? We're now on the Commodore VIC-20, and this is River Rescue. Oh, good point, Marshall. Yeah, it did feel that way. Here's the box for River Rescue. This is by Thorn EMI Video, which means we're in the United Kingdom. We're going to see this one later on the Atari home computer, ZX Spectrum, and Commodore 64. And here it is first. A cartridge on our VIC-20. Love it. Flip it over the back. We're going to navigate a riverboat through the jungle. 3 intrepid explorers are lost in the jungle. As captain of a powerful riverboat, you hope to claim the reward offered for their rescue. Navigating one of the wildest, most hazardous rivers in the world is not easy, but speeding is essential, as there are others on the trail. You shoot obstacles in the winding river, listen for signals on the weak radio transmitter telling you they're close, rescue all 3 explorers, and take them to the hospital to get your bonus. So it's another rescue game. Rescue games are all the rage. All right, so after the box, We also have the ad you would have seen in magazines, and I think this one has the other. Yeah, there. United Kingdom shows the VIC-20 cartridge, Atari, Spectrum, and Commodore 64 all right here. £10. At least it says right there. You're their only hope. Of course we are. And there's the cartridge, or at least the side of the cartridge, with an example of the screenshot. I'm not familiar with this one, but we do have the manual. How do we play some River Rescue? Thorn EMI video is really classy. I don't know if you noticed, the back of the box changed a little bit. They used to show, how many players were, or the stats on the back of the box. But they don't have that, but they still are following the same theme or motif for their box. Programmed by W. Kemp. Way to go, W. Remember those funfair race games where you steer a racing car along an rolling track or overturn other cars, suddenly turn up under your wheels? River Rescue is an electronic version of that type of race game. No, I'm not familiar with that race game, but many subtle additions. You control your speed as well as your direction. You have a blowgun for shooting obstacles in your path, and you have a dock, pick up 3 explorers, and land them safely. If you hit an obstacle or the bank or explode, you lose a life. Meanwhile, the computer rewards you points for speed, obstacles destroyed, successful pickups, and a final bonus if you complete the course. Full instructions and loading. Now it's a Commodore VIC-20. What do we need to load? It's just put the cartridge in and play. If you have problems, what to do. And there you go. So when you get to the title screen, you push F1 for a 1-player game. If you do a 2-player game, it's alternate play. But F5 is an extended game, gives you 6 lives instead of 3. And the high score remains unchanged. Oh, that means if you can't do a high score, basically. But we have a joystick to control it. If you want to, you can use the keyboard. Very nice. The object is guide your boat upriver, missing or shooting down obstacles, and to rescue 3 explorers waiting at 3 separate jetties. An SOS tone warns when you're close. When you picked up 3, you continue to a final jetty and dock there for your final bonus. I feel like we should be cataloging the rescue style game. It started with Defender. Let's go and rescue something. And then it turned into other, we've seen rescue games on home consoles, and then Choplifter rescue on an Atari home computer. Like, they're everywhere. And this is another rescue style game. When you get all the way through, the screen changes to show a river of a different color. The first river is blue, second pink, third red, and fourth yellow. So they got 4 colors of different places you're going to go. Very nice. For normal games, you have 3 lives, and then extended game, you have 6 lives. We'll probably do extended. And then there's our scores. Each explorer you pick up is 500 points, and then you get them all over there. It's 1,500 points. Very nice. 7,000 points is extra life, except, on an extended game. So if you start with a bunch of lives, you don't get extra ones. So it shows you how to play really quick. Got a nice reference guide here for us. Thanks, Thorn EMI Video. Cool. Let's pop in River Rescue. The beginning of September 1982. Already we're greeted with a arcade-style attract mode. I love it. Now that I heard we couldn't get extra lives, I'll start a normal. Let's hit F1 and do the first game mode. 3 lives. There it is in the top left. No way. It is the very first video game where we are a boat as a shoot-'em-up. We've been a submarine underwater. Oh, wait, was that? Oh, that was our pickup, I think. I'm going too fast. Can I speed up? Oh, whoa, you can speed up. Awesome. So the right joystick does increase your speed. It's almost like I'm not picking up anybody. I'm not rescuing anybody. But I just wanted to see how fast this would go. Wow. So if I avoided all 3 docks, does that mean I failed my mission? They flashed the score. Very nice. And you can adjust your speed. Essentially, it's just a shoot-'em-up. It's a scrolling shooter. It's just done with a top-down view, and then now we have the rescue variant. Let's see if we can do it. I can crash into the dock. Maybe I should slow down even more. We'll try it again. Wow. Yeah, you get... Oh, and we already got game over. 3 lives already gone. Didn't even get close to the 7,000 points, but really cool. This is very well done for the Commodore VIC-20. And you saw it here first. We're going to see other releases later. All right, let's go in again. Auto fire on the Commodore VIC-20 joystick. 1 shot at a time, and you can wait a little bit. I want to listen for that radar. Okay, we got someone. Let's slow down. Slow down. We got it. There's the rescue. Okay, we got one person. It shows in the top right. So you pick him up, and then I think it has a timer. Gosh, you can go so fast, though. You have things to dodge, and in a way, it's like River Raid, but, you know, on its side. But we haven't seen River Raid yet. River Raid doesn't exist. Because scrolling and shooting through obstacles. Okay, there's the other one. Slow us down. Got him. Nice. So all I can do is get close, and then it works. All right, we got all three, and then now... Where's the delivery? Every time we play the rescue games, maybe not Defender, but like Choplifter, you pick everybody up and you realize you're holding lives, and this is where it gets tense. Can you survive? Alright, I heard beeps. Oh, there it is. Drop them off. Yes! We river rescued them. It is like a mix of Scramble, too, right? And then we get a different color river. We're now on purple. Cool. Now I'm understanding a little bit more of the controls and how it feels, but yeah, it feels like Scramble because we're going from one level to another. They're just kind of changing the color, but it's still admirable. And then they added the rescue element to it, so it's lots of fun. Oh, I love it. Here's our first pickup. Let's see if we make it nice and easy. Yeah, you just got to get close at the slow speed and you'll pick them up. If you play like this the whole time, though, it really doesn't do the game justice because you think that the game is chugging along, but then whenever you decide to crank it up, look at this, you can go, wow, and crash. So did I kill someone already? Oh, I still counted it. Interesting. They still have the guy on the top right, so that means I still rescued one person, even though the whole thing went down. There's the SOS. I can hear it now. Just like the SOS. Oh, wait, where's the dock, though? Oh, there it is. Oh, great. You have too many things in the way. I don't know how I did it, but I got it. Let's go. And then do we have a timer? Or, yeah, there's nothing showing us fuel or that we need to hurry along. What's the point, then? Oh, I see. When you're going slow, you don't really gain points. You gain points from shooting things. Or not. Oh, you don't gain as many points. Oh, I crashed in the side. See, yeah, it feels like Scramble in that way. And then the color changes up the river in the background. But still, for a home computer game, it's fun. I just want to go really, really fast. I love to see how fast it scrolls. Go, go, go. Game over. So we played underwater, like sub-games, Scramble variants in the arcade. For a home computer game, though, this is the very first you could be a scrolling shooter where you're in a boat. And so far, as rescue games or shooter games that you could play on home computers, some of the best ones have been Lunar Leaper that we played in 1981. And of course, Choplifter we saw on the Apple II in May 1982. And then on the TRS-80 we played Sea Dragon, very, very well done, in June 1982. And Chopper Rescue was the most recent one in Atari home computers, September, which didn't scroll like this, but it was the kind of the rescue style game. So this style of shoot 'em up like Scramble and also rescue done like this is unique, very well done. Yeah, the risk reward's there. Everyone loves the risk reward. So of all the games you can play on a home computer, I'd say it starting above average of everything so far. I see Bardo Mainstein 3.5 too, Charlie's 3.5 Manly. Yeah, if it was only VIC-20, I'd definitely say 4. Yeah, I'm actually going to start at 4, of all the games you could play, just because of how unique it is, where you're playing Scramble and you have the rescue element too. It's 2-player alternate, but the way it's controlled and the performance for the game, I really love it. For a home computer, I'm going to have to say 4. 4 stars of everything up to this point. Oh, that's true, and it was affordable. A cheaper game, too. All right, after that, let's see what's next. We're on the TRS-80 color computer. This is Robot Bomber. Robot Bomber only has a few screenshots, so let's pop it in play. By Andrew Pakursky. Published by TND Software in the beginning of September 1982. We're going to load this one up. This one is machine language. Nice. I'm ready. Yes, Coco Cassette. This is another one of those tape-based magazines. And this is our 120th TRS-80 color computer game we played on the channel. Channel 120 and going strong. Here we go. So this one is pressing the key to start. All right, so it's a 2-player game that uses joysticks. The player on the right controls a spaceship and tries to destroy 7 of the 8 robots at the bottom of the screen. The player on the left joystick uses the shield to intercept the falling bombs, and they also have a scanning rocket that can fire at the spaceship pressing the joystick button. So this is only 2 players at the same time, which means for this channel I have hooked up both controllers and I'm controlling both on the same joystick. So it's going to look like things are happening at the same time because I'm making it so we can both play at the same time. Here we go. Push spacebar to start. All right, so you can see here, this is player 1 as the spaceship, and when the spaceship drops bombs, player 2 controls the bottom blue disc and also the blue disc on the right side. So it's player 1's yellow, player 2 is blue. And so player 1's trying to blow up all the robots, and then player 2 is trying to deflect it. Oh, make sure that they don't get bombs dropped on top of them. And hopefully you can take out the UFO like this. Oh, missed him. There we go. Yeah, they are hard to see. It's green on green, or green on a different kind of green. So robots win that round. Do you want to play again? Yes. It is a competitive sci-fi game, but it is unique. There is no game that is like this. It's almost like they're combining some elements of Avalanche, dropping down the side. But we have nothing to really compare this to. So of originality, Robot Bomber is unique. Very, very nice. And if you love the color green, you should check out the color computer. We have all the colors of the rainbow, especially green. For a 2-player competitive game, you'd have some enjoyment from this one. It'd be fun. Nope. Nope. Keep going. Oh, there. Nope. And whenever you destroy, you can see robots can win. Or the UFO will win. Robots win! Oh, I thought it was letting me shoot off even faster. There it is. The saucer wins. Very nice. That's true. There is, but we played even weirder titles. This one would be enjoyable to have with 2 people for a little amount of time. So of all the games you could play at this point, I'd say around average for home computer games. The competitive play is nice, very simple, but you have to have 2 people. So because of that, I'm going to have to go, it's around average, so I'm going to have to say about 2.5 stars. Yeah, right? Yeah, I'll say 2.5 of everything you can play up to this point for home computers. There's lots of other dual shooters, competitive shooters out there. Charlie's saying 2.5, Bardo, Man, and Manly as well for Robot Bomber. All right, we got one more. On the Atari home computer, here's Rocket Raiders. Let's take a look. This one is by, guess what company? It's by Artworks. They blazing it all the way across their box, and they got nothing on the back. Yep, there you go. That's Artworks for you. This is... Oh, we're actually not going to play the Artworks version because it didn't work for me. We do have other ones, that, like the ad you would have seen in magazines. There at the top of the screen is a picture of Rocket Raiders. And there it is by Artworks. I don't see it here, but I do see another game that we saw by Richard Peterson who did this one. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Rocket Raiders cost 20 bucks on cassette, 24 on disc. And there we go. Richard Peterson at the top. You only need 24K in your Atari to play it. Defend your asteroid base against pulsar bombs, rockets, lasers, and the dreaded stealth saucer as aliens attempt to penetrate your protective force field. Precise target sighting allows you to fire at the enemy using magnetic impulse missiles to help protect your colony and its vital structures, whatever that means. So this one has 2 versions. It was first Artworks and then later by Dynacomp. I can only get Dynacomp to work, so we're going to play that one. This is Richard Peterson of Dynacomp in the beginning of September 1982. This is using BASIC, and this is the 9th game that Dynacomp has done for us. Richard Peterson isn't new to the show. We saw Forest Fire in 1981 and the sequel, Forest Fire 2, in February 1982. So this is the latest. Hold your ears. It's not so bad. We'll load up by cassette. And go. Rocket Raiders. How dost thou play Rocket Raiders? Okay, nice. Any ditties? No tunes? Okay, we'll do an easy game for start off first, so I'm going to do level 1. Let's go. That's right, Marshall. Prepare yourself. I turned the volume down because it is really atrocious. It is drawing it in, which I love, but the sound is ear-piercing. It's making a sound for every drawing. Hopefully you can barely hear that, because if it was any louder, it is terrible. Cool background, though. All right, so there I am. I'm a cursor on the screen. Can I fire? Nothing yet. My red button on the Atari VCS joystick is not working. But I got a cursor that moves around. Do I have to push start? No? You just wait? Is this what it is? Is it loading? Is that what it's doing? It's glowing. Oh, it stopped glowing. Oh, I'm in. Whoa, cool. So I had a cool sound effect. It is like Missile Command. Okay, so we have a force field over a city, and there's bombs that are dropping down, but this is a very bizarre way to play Missile Command. You have to time this perfectly. What? There, I finally got one. It doesn't make a giant explosion like it does in normal Missile Command. Wow. Okay, yeah, there you go. So I'm kind of getting the timing, but notice how small the explosion is. If you mistime this, if you don't lead it the right way, it's not going to happen. It's more meticulous than Missile Command. Uh-oh, they're breaking through force fields. Must protect the city. Ow, very strange timing. Yeah, it works, but you have to be right on. It's essentially where you're playing Missile Command that you have to have perfect shots. Oh, there's the UFO. Get it. Wow, the flash is real. Look at that. See, I thought for sure I got that one. So the frames seem to be a little bit off, or just very, very picky for a Missile Command game. And it works. We got protection going. But even Lantis had that cool, like, laser to it. And it even had the power-up. So even that had more to it than this. Uh-oh, one went inside. Oh, we got a big explosion. That's not good. Also, where is the score? Where's my... How well am I doing here? Richard Peterson, tell me, where's the... How do I know if I'm doing well? Ooh, we got the UFO, though. Nice. It doesn't feel like it's finished. Or maybe that's because the only one I got to work was the Dynacomp version. Maybe the Artworks version is a little bit more cleaned up, and they added something to it. Bardo Man saying bad. Yeah, the only thing I can say positive is the cursor moves smoothly, and then the design of the city is fairly nice. But as far as the gameplay go, it's poor. It's very poor. So there you go. I'd say that's all we'll show for Rocket Raiders. At this point, we played this is our 25th command shooter, or missile command-ish style game where you're doing a shooter as a crosshair. So after 25 games, we played a lot of really good ones. Most recent one was Laser Command on the BBC Micro, Mosquito Infestation in August 1982 on the VIC-20, and Outworld on the VIC-20 and the Atari home computer. And those would fare better than this one. So if you had this one, and this is the only game for a home computer that was like Missile Command, you'd find some enjoyment in it. You make it work, but it feels like it's not finished. So because of that, I gotta go low. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Joel. I'm going to say 2.5 stars of every game you could play. It's not necessarily in the bad range. You'd find enjoyment on it because it does control okay with the crosshair, but that explosion just doesn't work as well. Not as well, but I wouldn't say bad. It's low. All right, that's where we got to put our video game playing on pause. Next episode, we should have the latest enhanced remake and the last enhanced remake of Scott Adams' classic adventure games, and also a reading of Softline Magazine, September 1982. That's it for today, and like I always say, video games are easily startled, but they will be back, and in greater numbers. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.